Howdy, I'm CyberX with Outlandishly Crafted, and today we're gonna be talking about CyberShatter. Yes, this is a plugin that I made for Blockbench, and I wanted to give you an update on some of the new features. So a few things we've added in Pixel Perfect. That just means that the cube sizes will be 1 by 1 by 1, so they match the pixels. So if you break up an arm, it'll be each one of these pixels will be the cube. Size is how big. The minimum size is the overall bone. If you want to break up the overall bone, what size? So like Steve's head is like 8 by 8 by 8 or something, so it'd be broken up. But if you had a tail or ears or something that was smaller than this, then it would just leave it alone. It'd still animate it. If you do skip, then it won't animate it. Keep original just means keep all the original bones so that you could like hide the shattered bones inside of them, or scale down the actual original. Then we've got action time, so we're going to do 7. We're going to say, so this is seconds, how long is it going to play for? You might want to do 2 and then fade it out if it was just like an explosion or death effect. But if you want to play the whole effect with all the gravity and stuff, then it's probably closer to like 3 to 5. And then we're going to do ping pong so we can play there and back so you can see it reverse. We're going to say chaos is 2. Intensity is 25. We're going to do optimization, which is the Blockbench optimization, just to take away frames that we've added that we don't need. We're going to add physics with a spread of 3. We're going to add enter cube collision with a stickiness of 0.95. So the stickiness is, say I broke up the head, the arm, the chest, and the arm, but the animation effect that we do is like a bullet hit, so it hits Steve in the chest. We wouldn't want the arms to shatter. We would want them to stay there, and we'd only want the bullet hole to shatter and the cubes in there to fall out. So this is how sticky the cubes are around the impact area. So that's something nice to have. So let's grab a few of these. And then we're going to fly over here. Now, Blockbench will crash if you do all, just because it's too complicated, I guess. I'll try to fix that at some point, so I wouldn't do all of them. I just select the ones you want. Like, these are my favorite. And then we go shatter. And then down here at the bottom, you can see that there's a progress bar to tell you how long it's going to take. Okay, so now that it's done, we flip over to animations, and it's a good idea to minimize because there's so many bones. So it's not a bad idea to minimize the root over here. And then the last thing I didn't bring up before is you need to make sure you're not using legacy mode. Box UV or per face should be fine, but legacy mode will cause problems. So now we've got Steve over here, and we've got him to where, scroll out, where he'll explode. And then with ping pong, he rebuilds. Let's jump down to the next one. How about the bullet hit? It's a lot of cubes, so Blockbench is gonna be, skittish at times, but once it loads it, it typically does fine. I also would suggest turning off the auto backups when you're doing it, just because there's so much that could cause some issues. And then you can see some of them are made like this one, the stickiness is too much in there. But some of them are made to just be faded out, not actually like run full with the gravity. So they're expected that like you would just fade them after a few seconds. And then other ones, you know, like that one's still weird. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, this is still a work in progress, of course. It could just be because I put sticky too high. Here's my favorite is the X. Now, if we start over and say we... and then I need my Mr. Steve. Okay, so we start over. Now, we don't have to do the whole body. Oh, that's the wrong one. We don't have to do the whole body. We could just do the top, and then we could say fade. Oh, actually, I don't want to fade the... no, let's do 5, physics. The same thing. We'll do like 0.9, 25, and 1. And then like spread, we could do like 3. And then this way, now when we do slashes, it's not going to do the legs. It's just going to do the waist and everything within that bone. So say you only wanted to like shatter at one arm, you could do that. Or if you only wanted to shatter the head, or if it was furniture and you didn't want to shatter the whole thing. So now if we do explode, it doesn't explode the legs, it only explodes the body. But then you can also see that like the cubes are aware of the legs. Is it? Oh, I probably didn't grab it. And that one's, this one's that check isn't, it's supposed to be doing an edge check there. You can see there the edge check went really good. That's a weird one. It's just like you were cut in parts. Bullet hit? Oh, that's the far. This one's fun for a head. So like this one, the bullet hit, if we go back and we do this again, I don't, the undo, that's probably something I should have said earlier. I don't have the undo system working. It's so many blocks. I could not get undo to work right. So I just reload it. So make sure you make a backup of them. But like if we said the head here, so shatter, and then we do fade out to fade out 1. You could do physics spread like 10. I think we need that one. Let's do punch out 2. Now, bullet hit. Oh, so the fade needs to be like 1 second. But you can do that 1 second so that it like fades in midair before it hits the ground. That's a good one too. Like, head gets chopped up, head explodes. So that gives you a good idea of what CyberShatter does, what the current state is. I definitely need some people that could do some testing on it and just give feedback also of like what other things you'd like to have and you know what things would be nice to be able to shatter. If it's just like a cube, you know, it's like a slime or something, it's really easy, it works really well. The more complicated it gets, the harder it is to do. And in some cases, you might have to do it like per bone. Because, like, say you have a really, like, you have a dragon and you want the wing or you want the head or you want the whole thing to, like, dissolve and shatter into something. You might have to do, like, each bone and then just put them together to make it, work within Blockbench. I'll see if I can get Blockbench or a way to detect when it's too much, so that you don't just have to trial and error it. But I don't know what the logic is yet for it. So same thing. If this is our dude here, it looks like this needs to be. Oh wait, I brought the PBR in, not the. Oh, it brought it in. Whatever. So we grab the cube here, and then same thing. We say shatter, explode, 3. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Of course it would be a legacy model. Why wouldn't it be a legacy model, right? So if it does that, it's just because it's in the old format and you can't do rotations and all the fancy stuff. So we shatter, ping pong, 7s. Oh, let's do 7. That's fine. 3. I guess this is fine. 0.9. Load. The spread there is that last motion you see where it's like trying to spread stuff out more. So you could slow that down and leave that at 1 and it won't do that last, or I might clean that up a little so it's not so late in it. So there you go. There is CyberShatter as it's in its current state. If you'd like more features added, or I don't know, some of the things I thought about were like changing the insides to be a set color so that you could set the color, but then the atlas would have to change. So that adds a whole bunch of issues to it. So that's why I didn't do it. But yeah, give me an idea of what you think. It's not perfect. It doesn't work everywhere, but I think there's a lot of fun places where you could now say, hey, I want to do, like I did the head. Oh, I need to be over here. But now I want to do like the body. And so you could come in and you could just do this body and shatter the body up. And you could have it be and then one of the things I even tested is you do them separately and then just change the timing on them a little, and then that would allow them to feel, like they're in process. So you hit the head starts to explode, and then the body starts to explode, and then the arms explode, and so then it would work in order. So you would turn on explosion, and then you would just time them together inside. So like this one, you bring up all animations, and then you select all, and just time it, move it back just a little. And then when you play them together, the head will go and then the body will go. And of course I'm just doing this to show you, but if you just line these up a little, then you'll get a really nice smooth explosion from both. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to test it, let me know. We have a Discord channel if you'd like to jump in and try it out and give me some feedback. I'm just not sure what to do next. I really like how it works, but I feel like there's a lot more we could do. There's definitely more templates we could add. I didn't even show those. I didn't show those off, did I? Let's go back and show off. So right now we've got 145. So we've got physics, environmental, vortex, character, structure, magical, ambient, slashes, projectiles, looping, mechanical, nature, combat, and sequential. So sequential is really cool. While we're here, I should show that off really quick. So if we take Steve and we bring him back in and we copy paste his stuff again. So then if we take his body and we say shatter him, but this time use the, we'll do a few of these. I like these. These are fun. We'll do physics spread 2 and like I don't know if these matter much. And then 10. Okay, and then let's just go. Really quick on known issues. The undo redo doesn't work, and then there's also an issue with some rotation. One of the rotations in some cube somewhere, I've noticed in some of the models has a weird break in where the UVs are, and I just haven't been able to test enough to figure out what's causing it. So let's check this one out. So now we've got Mr. Steve here, and it's going to print him in top to bottom on this one. And this is also, it's cool where ping pong comes in, because you could print him and then unprint him or have him looping back and forth. And then we added reverse, so you could undo it. This is kind of cool for like, if you sped it up, it'd be kind of fun for a teleporter or a transporter effect. Then we have laser printer, which is from the side. So you go that way. And then I have 3D laser printer, which is my favorite. And this one prints Steve. So this would be a really great like spawn or respawn or all kinds of fun stuff. And remember, this isn't just have to be on Steve. You can do it on any block. So you could take any block you want and make it into that type of concept. Let's see what else we have. Scan lines. Some of these still need to be fixed. Or made better, but that's kind of a cool effect. You do backwards, you go down and up. So, once again, for the third time, I'm CyberX without wonderfully crafted. And I've been showing off the CyberShatter plugin for Blockbench. It's a work in progress. It's not in the store or anything yet. You have to come get it from the GitHub or from me or the Discord. But if you want to try it out, let me know. If you have any other plugins you'd love to see or you've always dreamed of, hit me up in the Discord and let me know what you'd like, what your ideas are. Thanks for watching.